I'm in Punjapargu. This is the village from where Advocate Vaman Rao hailed from. The last rites were performed here. But I'm standing with Dudila Sridhar Babu, the MLA of Mantani, who personally knows what grief is. Sridhar Babu's father was Speaker of the Assembly, and he was murdered by the outlawed Maoists. But at the same time, after a gap of some time, they regretted that because they came to know how good and great a person he was, a people's man he was. Sridhar Babu overcame that grief, but he did not go back in serving the people. He did not retreat into a cocoon. He came into public life and he started serving the people. And here he is in this village. He's been with the family, he's been speaking to them, and he's been speaking his mind out about the whole thing of the murder of the advocate couple. Let me ask Sridhar Babu, what do you actually know about, what do you gather from the family, from the police, from anyone around you? How did this happen?
No, the information I got from the family, his friends, his colleagues, through that we could infer, and as a representative of this area, what are the issues which are going on in this area, I am quite familiar with. The issues pertaining to this young couple who got murdered, who were murdered heinously. This is in regarding to few issues where, as a sincere citizen of this place, he was so empathetic to the people's problem here, and he was filing the PIL, couple of PILs against the system functioning here. The police mistook him, police treated him as an enemy, and at the same time the people who were in the government treated him as an enemy.
But the advocate also, as you mentioned, he was very well known for the kind of work that he was doing. Did you at any point of time have occasion to interact with him, or he approached you on some matter personally? Was there some kind of
No, not exactly personally. Whenever the police or the revenue system were not functioning, he used to call us and tell, you are an MLA over there, people should get justice. And whatever the representation I could get from him or through his own people, I used to tell the police, I used to tell the revenue people that things are not going well. And sometimes he was also not happy with me as an MLA, basically because the systems were not functioning, and I, as an opposition MLA, couldn't do more what I could do. So ultimately, on the broader prospect, whatever he's been pleading on behalf of people, we have to genuinely believe and go, and whether the issue pertains to the framework of our constitution, and why these people are not really doing it. The police, especially in terms of law and order, the issue raised many a time. I have seen in social media group of our constituency, and we used to see in the papers, the law and order situation is totally deteriorated. It's not there actually. The system is not there. The police here functions as the TRS category here, including the commissioner.
Right. On a personal note, I want to ask you this question. When your father, Sri Rao, died, he was a man who was loved by the masses. You overcame that grief. Now, personally, how are you supporting this family in their time of grief?
Yes.
Because a father has lost his son and daughter-in-law. At a personal level, how are you supporting
I really got the answer. What I have seen and felt on a personal note when we lost my father, and nobody can bring us the relationship we can't have with the future. And the family, torture would be there all the time. So that sort of incident definitely will shatter me. It's still shattering me because physical elimination of any individual, I strongly condemn it actually, because I have gone through that phases of depression and came back to the normal senses after a very, very long time, and that should not happen to anybody, especially in my constituency where I am representing, as well as people of this state. This murder politics or murder gain doesn't suffice to any answer in this world. That's what I believe personally. So that's the real reason whenever any murder takes place. Because for the past 7 years, 7 murders have took place here.
In Mantani
In
constituency.
Mantani. 4 are Dalits. 4 are Dalits. 3 murdered and 1 is custodial death. So when you see the agony and anguish of the parents who lost their son, ultimately as a human I have to respond. As a representative of this area I have to respond. I have to seek justice. So here the TRS people just think that after death it's making political. It's not political. I'm still asking if they are so committed in this brutal double murder. If they are so committed, themselves has to ask for an inquiry to see that water or milk are separate, and those sort of results I am expecting.
But why do you suspect that the police is not honest in this investigation? Because you have been saying it right from the time this incident happened yesterday. You've been saying that you do not trust the local police. On what basis do you not trust the police?
Yeah, many times what happens is if you go to any police station, like I get so many representations, the police are not acting. Police are only acting on behalf of TRS people. They're not getting justice. Out of 100 cases, 99 people are telling the same thing. And I have represented the same thing to the commissioner many a time, to the circle inspector, to the ACPs, to the SIs. I speak to head constables also sometimes because I need justice. So whatever it is, within the framework of law, if any common man is deprived of justice and if they want security, they want safety, they have to do it as the duty demands. That has not been happening. In the social media, especially here in the social media, things are so worse. Many a time complaints have been sent on behalf of me also. I have represented my own matter to Commissioner of Police. For past 2 years, nothing, no action. So if there is no action, the rampant use of the social media, defame, denigrate the people like me or the common people has been happening, and he has to control. His duty is to control.
If these people are caught, if at all the police show it this evening, as it is being indicated, would you still go for the CBI probe demand?
Yes, definitely.
Everyone is demanding for CBI inquiry. A1 is, we think A1 is farmer MLA. It is my opinion.
We want the truth to come out. I want, especially, I'm not naming anybody, but I think and I believe there are so many doubts. These people are used as a pawns. So whoever are there, the highest functionaries who are there, without their intervention or without their encouragement, nobody would have dared to do this act.
Do you have some knowledge about the names that have appeared on the FIR?
Yes, I've just seen almost in a dying declaration, the deceased Vaman Rao has named one person by name Srinivas. He has not been named as A1. Somebody has put to as an A1 and A3. So they just stopped with A3. So they've already made a conclusion that only
the
3 people are involved.
And the person whose name was taken by the advocate in his dying moments, his name appears as A2.
A2.
Why do you think it is so?
That is a reflection of the police to safeguard somebody. That is a clear reflection.
And one more clarity I need. See, overall we have a picture about what the advocate couple were doing. But do you think it's also got something to do with some internal problems in this village itself? Like what we learn is that the man who is supposed to be the culprit was building a house or he was taking government land. Do you think that would have played a major role?
That was just 1 day, 2 days before the incident has happened, the issue, I think, has come up. But before that, he had petitioned to the High Court that there is a threat. Time and again, he's been telling, I think, to whatever the parents were saying, they were requesting the CP also for proper protection whenever he visits villages, whenever he visits Mantani. That has not happened.
Okay.
And all the incidents which you relate in dates back to Sheelam Rangaya's case or any other cases. So these are all things which should be taken into account, seen in that angle. Who are the real culprits in this? who are the real culprits, and who are being safeguarded, and what is the role of police also. I'm telling you, what is the role of police also in this? The proper CBI inquiry exposes the role of police in aiding and abetment of this murder.
So this is the prime point that MLA Sridhar Babu is making, irrespective of whether the local police arrest the culprits or not, accused or the suspects. He is demanding a CBI probe into the entire episode so that the truth will come out, as he has put it. Thank you so much, sir,
Thank
for
you,
joining.
Sushil.
Thank you.